I donated part of my liver to my mom, who had been suffering from hepatitis C for 13 years, had done several different treatments and was part of the Holt study. Unfortunately, she had to get sick enough to be eligible for transplant. And when she was, I went down through evaluation with her, not really thinking anything of that other than just being supportive. But, you know, when I was down there, it was sort of weird because it was kind of like a memory, you know, like something that I just always knew. The transplant coordinator actually at one point during her presentation stood my mother and I up, and we were in the back corner of the room. We weren't even really visible, but out of all the people that were there, stood us up, and when she was talking about donation, had stood us up and said this would be a perfect example of donation because our body types were the same. We were the same height, and of course I was her daughter. And my mom was really resistant to the idea at first. I was excited about the opportunity to, you know, to be able to give that to her. But I didn't take into consideration my family's emotions, my friends' emotions, and it was definitely harder on my husband and my kids than it was on me. Everybody always asked me, you know, what made you make that decision? And it wasn't a decision. I mean, it was as ordained and as natural an occurrence as salmon swimming upstream to spawn. I mean, it was written, you know, it was not my decision. It was an amazing thing to be a part of. I can't say that it wasn't painful, but you make a decision in, you know, how you're going to focus on things. And, you know, everything in life requires revision and constant revision. And then you revise again. And you try to hold on to the parts that feel good and what feels great and what's better than that. And you continue on and you continue on some more. The thing that I had to heal more than anything was the fact that I did not give my husband an opportunity to nix it. I didn't even really include him in it. In fact, when I went down for my evaluation, I almost set it up in a way that he couldn't go and took a friend instead. And I failed that way. So there was some repair that took place.